LBAquatics.com. Hello world, how's it going? Hope you guys are all doing great. If not, as always, I hope it gets better for you. Boy, that sun is bright. But hey, I can't complain. It is about winter time, and this is a bit what this video is about. So, winter time's coming around. Summer tubbing has pretty much ended for a lot of people. But you can't do it all year round. I'm in Indiana. It's like 50 some degrees out here today. So it's not the warmest. But I did want to show and share with you guys how I do this. And also I've been kind of getting behind on the edited videos, so I figured I'd just bring you guys along with me as I did a few projects out here in the ponds and tubs and kind of share it with you. So many of you guys who already watch my channel have seen some of the tops that I've done in the past years. I think this is the third year, I believe, for these tubs. I usually built a wood frame with acrylic, but this year I actually got the double wall polycarbonate panels, which these are for some reason super hard to find in my area. I don't know why. But it's super hard to find these in my area, and I had to order them online. Cost me close to 400 bucks with shipping just to get them here for 5 sheets of 96 by 24. So they weren't cheap, but these should last me a lot better and work a lot better than the regular acrylic. Now the one thing about this, it holds in the water and moisture really, really well. So I'm gonna have to get in here and redo my drain, because if not, it just constantly flows over the side. Hopefully none of the babies have been flowing over here on the side. Looks like a little old piece of foam got stuck in there. So some of you guys who are not familiar with my setup, hello everybody in the chat too, we are live. Glad to see y'all in here, but I do have this insulated, as you can see in here, now that some of the rock is kind of worn away. There's a PVC frame that I just screwed together. And then I use like the foam housing insulation and cut it into the frame, and then sealed it and fixed it with the spray foam. So the whole box is insulated. And then underneath these rocks, well, more rocks. I don't know how deep that goes. Let me see. Well, yeah, I don't remember how deep this is, but there is insulation underneath there as well. So it only goes up to a certain height. As you can see, it's all around the tub, and it helps keep this warm. So really, with that insulation around it and then the tops, I get away with a lot. Now I do have electricity out here, so I do run a heater. There's 4 500-watt heaters in here, which probably isn't absolutely necessary, but I mean, to have that many, but it helps to have multiples in case some fail. And that way the ones that you do have in here don't have to work so hard to stay heated as well. Yes, tons of guppies in here. This should be really crazy to see how this goes all winter long. Now I had a lot of random like projects I was working on with guppies and whatnot, and I didn't really have anywhere to put them, so I just stuck them all out here. So there's a lot of rare ones in here. Should be interesting to see what comes out of here by the end of this winter. Hopefully everybody makes it. I don't know why they wouldn't. Looks like the corkscrew valve's still flowering up, which is cool. I'm doing all right. I'm still healing from the one-wheel wreck. Oh, look at all this. So the valve scenario will break these off. And I don't know if this is like how it propagates itself, because like after a while these flowers will break off of these stems and they'll float, and then I think they just finally plant themselves somewhere. Might as well get all that out. Yeah, how many gallons? I'm not sure how big these wishbone ponds are. This is a pretty standard wishbone pond. I think it's 180 gallons, something like that. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. So I gotta undo this drain to get the water level back down low, because the water sits up at the top of the tops and I don't want that to be hitting. Then also I got this stuff, this crystal clear tape. It says works underwater. I was trying to figure out a way that I could hinge these together. Let me move this piece, because I had these two pieces here, and I'm going to try this clear tape out on making a hinge. That way I could just lift it up through the winter time. Alright, that wind's going to blow this away. Slow work on the backyard. I know some of you guys are probably wondering about that. I mean, ever since I hurt my arm, it's really hard for me to get out there. You know, there's always a cat hanging out. What's up, Squeakers? You thirsty, girl? I'm always letting Mother Nature wash my rocks, too. So I usually got a rock pile here. I need to do something with these, though. These Texas Holy Rocks. I need to get a shrimp tank started with those. Cardinal shrimp, I think so. I did get some of the stairs made and done up. Kind of hard to see here, but I want a big stairway. Those big rocks are not easy to move. But Michaelids, thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Super appreciate that support, Michael. Says, sorry I missed Friday's Q&A, but something for the pond fun. Hope you heal up quick. Always best way to get rid of pond snails. Also, best way to get rid of pond snails, I would say manual removal. Just kind of bait and feed them. Or loach. Get yourself a loach. Loaches love to eat on snails. Puffers, little pea puffers. But thank you so much for the support, Michael. I appreciate it. Alright, so yeah, everything looks like it's doing alright. Tons of guppies. I don't know how that quality's coming out too, being live. I could almost watch this all day. Alright, let me scroll and chat here. If you guys got any questions about these tubs, feel free to ask. Nocturnal Aquarius says, at LRB Aquatics, if you want to hinge them with the tape, it should work. You probably want to double or triple layer it so it'll be sturdy enough to handle being opened, bent repeatedly. Yeah, that's a great point. Thank you, Nocturnal Aquarius. Really, really good point. I love the colors this gets around this time of year too. Scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Alright, Perry Marsh says the Sarah brand snail trap works well, Michael. Hey, Simply Better's in the chat. I don't know, I'm pretty sure I put this on public, but it doesn't seem like many of you are in the chat. It is nice weather, maybe a lot of people are out. Very cool. How long did it take to get that valve to grow out like that? It's been in here for years, so let's see. Last year, actually, I took probably almost at least half of it, and it's already grown back within this year, so it doesn't take a whole lot of time. It all depends on how much you have to start off with too. I do battle algae in here, so when I do get algae, I just kind of peel it out. Ooh, watch out, fish. I took a fish with me. Then I actually slap it up against the pillars here for my deck. That way it just kind of solidifies my deck. Gives me more dirt over there by the time. Actually, it takes a long time for this algae to break down naturally out of the water. I find threads of it all around in my backyard now and then. Matter of fact, there's still a bunch down there. If you can see down there, the whole pile. It's pretty wild. Alright, and then in here, there's not a whole lot. I actually probably need to get these guys in. These are long-finned zebra danos. Kind of hard to see. Then not a whole lot in here. Not really trying to keep a whole lot out here this winter. This has the golden white cloud minnows somewhere in here. Oh yeah, there's one still in the thing. Oh, that water's kind of chilly. Now these guys will go all year round without a heater. Oh, what a mess. What a mess. Make sure there's no fish in there. I'm just glad it's nice enough to even be out here. There he goes. LRB, what got me into this hobby? As a kid, my dad always had a tank or tanks laying around, so I'd catch stuff in the creek and throw them into aquarium. So I always loved ponds, creeks. I'd always be out. We lived out in the country, so I'd always be out there playing. And it wasn't until I got out of college I realized you can keep plants in aquariums, and then I was absolutely hooked. That's the short version of it. So it did take me a while to really get big into the aquariums. Like, I always kept a aquarium, but once I learned you could do plants and started using Mother Nature and creating ecosystems and stuff, that's when it really started getting big for me, and I really like went gangbusters and fell in love with the whole hobby. So cool. Beautiful fish. But yes, no filter here. I actually did when I first initially built this. You can see that PVC there. It's actually a spray bar for this pond. I have a huge sump to where all this was connected. There's the spray bar for it, which the connector piece is off. And you can see here on the side all the valves where I could shut them off. And then underneath here's a big old sump that I actually created. And then I quit using that. And then I started learning more of how Mother Nature handles itself out here. And this is what influenced my fish room a lot. Was doing the summer tubbing and doing the outdoor planted natural whole dealio. No airlines, no nothing. And everything always did absolutely amazing out here that way. So I started implementing that into my fish room, and it worked out real well. What is the pond temp? I don't know. It's nice and warm in here. I usually have thermometers in here, but I think the raccoons stole them all this year. So I have no idea where they would even be. Like, raccoons run amok during the summer. I got a good idea for whenever I get this pond dealio thing situated for those. But until then, hopefully I'll have that done by next spring. Alright, man, that water feels nice though. Laser temp. I do got a laser temp gun. I could do that. Someone asked if they could buy these guppies at lrbaquatics.com. So I don't have the actual like pond guppies or mutt guppies or whatever for sale. I just have like my straight lines for sale. I do have random endlers and random females and males for sale, but they don't come out of the pond. The only reason is because they are out in the wild, they are out in the nature. There may be something in here. I mean, they all look healthy and happy, but there still may be a possibility of something transferring into somebody else's tank from this. I just prefer to have clean stock that's already been QT'd, and people don't have to worry about that if I plan on selling it. They're just nibbling up my fingers. If you guys ever need like a little mani-pedi cure, you ladies, I guess I could start a little business doing that, because these guys are just nibbling away. Yum, yum, yum. See if I can get up close. Oh yeah. Hopefully the quality's coming out. I know a lot of times live stream, when you have a lot of fish moving around, it doesn't always come out the best. But it looks really cool through my phone. Do you still have any albino guppies? I do. The albino galaxy guppies I have. Lots of blue and reds in here. Alright. Get back to scrolling here. Yeah, I'm loving it. Oh no. But these tops, they definitely work a lot better than the acrylic, so I'm excited to have these. I just wish they were a lot easier to get around here. We can go inside and get a temp gun. We can see how warm that actually is. We got some family over too. Sarah's parents are here and she's cooking, and Wesley's hanging out. They're playing games. Always got this stuff up here. Yeah. Alright. Temp gun. It's been a while since I've even broke this out. I don't even know if it works. Like, it's cold enough to make my nose run a little bit outside. So we got 73.5 in there, which is alright. Then, well, kind of hard to tell the air temp. Do it in the shadow, so it's like 50 degrees. Can I laser temp the cat? Squeakers. I need to get the laser pointer on it. I know it has a laser pointer mode on here. Oh, there we go. If she sees this, she'll love it. How warm are you, kitty? Oh, she's a warm kitty. Almost 90. Hold still, kitty. Meow. Alright, anyways, okay. Let's see what this one is. I know a couple of these are going to be cold. That one's 76. Wow, that one's 81. I didn't think, oh, that does have a heater. Oh my, that one's 52. That's the one with the golden white clouds. And then this one is 52 as well. Got some food sitting in there. Oh, there's one of the fish. It's hiding. It's a swordtail. Brr. Oh yeah. Look, he's hibernating. Oh my gosh, I didn't know they did that. That water is so cold. So cold. What's down there, Squeaks? Wow. What was that again? See, actually, it doesn't help that I have heaters in these two and none in here. Should at least have a heater in here, and then that'd probably keep these two warm. May end up doing that, switching them out. Alright. So yeah, I just wanted to bring you guys along with just messing around with the tubs out here. I'm just enjoying the day. Since I've been getting behind on shooting videos for edited videos, I was planning on doing a real nice fancy video for my fish room tour, where I was going to do all this, that, and the other, but I think I'm still just going to run and gun with my phone, because it will probably be next year by the time I would get it done if I started to do it that way. So time, just not enough time in a day. Pam, you're funny. That's funny. Okay, Brian Brian says, hi LRB, so I want to keep some of your dwarf neons and shrimps. Have you seen issues with the neon spraying on adult shrimp? I can understand the baby shrimp. So, they can eat some shrimp. They'll like pick at their legs. They'll pick at their tails. Rainbows are always hungry. Absolutely, always hungry. So it's really hard to keep rainbows with shrimp. One's about to blow my top away. So I don't really recommend keeping rainbows and shrimp together. It's just too difficult, because they're just always hungry. Why do ponds look better with small fish in it? I don't know. I like it, that's for sure. Shotgun and shovel says, I bred my embers outside because of you. Oh, that's awesome to hear. Alright. Alright, well, I'm going to hop off here before it gets too long. Any advice for making driftwood sink? You just got to waterlog it, or you could tie a brick to it, or tie a rock to it, or put rocks on top of it. Don't you have another pond in the yard? So I don't have ponds yet. I'm working on a retaining. Man, that wall's about to tear up all my top, or that wind's about to tear up all my tops. I'm building a wall here so I could build ponds up there, kind of like these over there, but lots of them and really cool ones to where I could customize them to wherever and whatever, which will be really cool. LRB, will you ever keep koi? Maybe if I ever get my project done in the front yard that I want to do. I did talk to Greg Whitstock. We've talked a little bit, so who knows, maybe something come from that. I could at least get that working. I finally got a group of shellies. Any tips on the setups? Just shells and sand. They love the sand, so they can sift it through their mouths, not rocks so much. You can use a Nubius and some other. What's up, kitty? You need some love? She's like one of our more needy kitties. LRB, are those mutt guppies? So yes, these are mutt guppies, mixed with all kinds of like different rare strands. Like I got my fire and ice in here. I've got the red and blue platinums. I've got the volcano guppies in here. Let's see, what else do I have? I've got some albino galaxy guppies. I think there's pastels in here. Black Moscows in here. Maybe a few others. Like a Santa Claus line. Another like sapphire type line. A lot of those sapphires and Santa Claus, they actually just come from the blue and red endlers. But you can see the difference. See how that one's more white in the head and these are more like blue. So there are differences, but they don't breed true. Wow, look at that one. It's awesome. So they go out in here because I don't have the heart to kill them, or I didn't know what to do with them, so I just gave them a good home. Is that red val of some sort? So red val and regular val is the same thing. It's just under a certain lighting and time, it'll turn red. So when they sell red val, it's not really red val. They're just selling it in its red form of the year. It is regular corkscrew val. Alright, I'm get a pond with 1,000 pygmea, right? Yeah, wait till I get this done. I'll be excited for that. I'm gonna have all kinds of pond stuff going on, and it's gonna be awesome. But alright, I'm gonna hop off here. Thank you all for hanging out. I appreciate it, and I hope you guys all have a great weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Oh wait, atomic cichlid, any substrate in those ponds. So there is sand and eco-complete in some of those ponds. So pretty basic substrate. Don't need a lot, but all right, peace everybody. Have a great one.